Hello, I'm doing this video for Doomslayer about how to install Doom RPG on Delta Touch on Android. Now, this is basically going to be the same as what I showed you before for how to install this on a PC. The only thing that's different is instead of a PC, we're going to be doing this on a phone, and I'm going to link to 3 other videos I've already made to give you additional instructions. Now, this I'd like to show you is the order of the original Doom RPG files, just what's on this screen right here. I'm sorry, I mean to say Doom RPG with Roguelike Arsenal. You want your files to be in this order. First, there's your Doom RL Arsenal file. That's a modified file, and I'm going to link to the video to show you how to do that. You got your monsters file, your monsters bright maps, Doom RPG. This file is also modified. Doom RPG Extras, RL Arsenal, and Monsters. That's everything you need to run this, but as I've already explained in my other video, I put additional files on this because this is the stuff I want that's extra. I explained in that video how I add Bologna's Gore mod, and then I turn off the Gore in the Doom RL Arsenal options. But now I add this barrels mod. I never used to add that before because honestly, I wanted some more interesting barrels. This is the Barrels of Fun mod from ModDB. I still use my Enhanced Beam flashlight, but now I use JP HUD mod because the Doom RPG HUD is beautiful, but it does not show you the life bars of your companions. I use the Level Info mod. As long as you configure this to display in the upper right corner, it should work just fine. I believe it's the one corner you're going to have free. I showed in the other video how I modified this Isabel mod to have no annoying party sound or party favor sound. I still use D-Rady's allies. These are excellent companions, but now I also use Toho Doom allies. I can bust these out at will anytime I want, but I don't do it all the time. But if the enemies get too tough, I don't mind doing it. Just for my main textures, I use a combination of 3 different texture pack. These Doom HD textures and this Hoover 1 pack, which is a combination of 2 different Ultra HD Hoover 1979 packs. I also use Doom 1 and 2 HD Skies Liquid Texture Pack. I use Doom SNES Jukebox Ultra Pack. This is an excellent jukebox if you're into Super Nintendo music. And I use this D3 Sounds. It's basically just sounds from Doom 3 ported over to Doom 2. I forgot to mention, for the texture packs, I'm going to link to a video to show you exactly how I modified those. So all the links are going to be right under the description. Basically, when I set this up on my phone, I set this up the same way I would do on my PC, with 1 or 2 exceptions. For one thing, some of the key combinations on here are darn near impossible to do on a phone, but I'm going to link to one additional video that shows you the key combination fix for Android. I just went ahead and started this, and I'm waiting for it to start right now. Should take a few seconds longer on your phone naturally. I just want to show you a couple of things. This Level Info mod comes from the Simple HUD add-ons. So you want to go in here and make sure the position preset is on the top right. Also, with the Toho Ally options, you want to make sure beacons are reset. You probably want to start with 2 beacons instead of 1, and the one other thing I changed, allies can be moved through. I forgot this one also. Instead of silent teleportation, allies teleport with fog and noise. So, whatever. It works for me. I like the option personally. I'm just going to show you what this all looks like on my phone. Ah, crap, it's a mini-boss. Good. Sometimes those guys are a bit tough. Okay, there goes the flashlight. Sometimes for some reason the flashlight button doesn't work right away. Let's see if it works now. It's working now, but for some reason on my phone, I have to just click the left arrow in the upper left-hand corner there, and then click back out of it, and then all of a sudden it works. It's weird. What, am I out of ammo? Guess I don't have a chainsaw. Ah, there we are. You can tell there's definitely more lag on this than a PC, but it's fun to be able to just be sitting there when I'm bored, just playing with this on my phone. Oh, phone's overheating. If you can see that blue line on the right. I'm going to go ahead and shut this off now anyways. Honestly, I already showed you enough in this video. This is one thing I need to show you, is that you see my total amount of RAM is just under 8 gigs. You're probably going to need a total amount of RAM like this and possibly a processor like that if you want to be able to do this stuff. It just helps if you can have enough hardware to run these games. If things are crashing when you're trying to load texture packs, the reason is because you don't have enough RAM. I almost forgot to mention, if you've never used Delta Touch before, there's a couple of things you might want to pay attention to. Your individual source port settings are on the left side here. I use LZ Doom for about everything and GZ Doom very rarely, because GZ Doom causes my phone to heat up in 5 minutes or less, and I just put it down when it heats up, so I can play for longer if I use LZ Doom. You're going to want to go into the options here and make sure it's set to GLES 3.2. Everything else I left the same when I first downloaded it. It already said it had loadlights.pk3. That box was checked. So I'm going to get out of this. Then you want to check out this over here. Go to the settings. Now I'm going to say these, I did not change any of these. But this here, under storage and files, here's the thing. I didn't change these either, and I don't want to because of what I found out when I did. You see in the upper right corner, this has support for scoped storage. Now this is what happens when I turn that support on. I'm going to say yes. Copying user files. Where is it copying these user files? It shows you right on the second from the top line, Android data, COM, OpenTouch Gaming, Delta Touch files. I don't want my files there. So I'm going to turn off scope storage, because looking at this default configuration, I can see that it stores its config files on the internal storage, but it already stores its game data on the SD card, which is exactly what I want anyway. But that's all it is. It's really easy and simple to set up, but be sure you check those links down at the bottom. And like I said, the only mods you actually need are just these in the very top. If you don't want to add any of that other stuff, you don't have to. I just add it because it's my preference. It's the way I like to play it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one.